I was running a little bit late to work on Friday, and so I was about to text my boss, hey, sorry, I'm running late. But then something happened on the 6 train, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give her more context as to what's happening on this commute. So I changed the text and I said, hey, sorry, I'm running a little bit late. Also, someone is smoking crack on the 6 train right now. And her immediate response was, well, how do you know it's crack? And how I know it's crack is because once you smell it, you don't forget that smell. The first time I smelled it was a couple years ago. I was on the platform waiting for the train, and I remembered smelling the cigarette that smelled like chemicals. It was so offensive. I just wanted to get away from it. It smelled like a nuclear bomb. That's how I would describe it. And right as I had that thought, a woman walked past me and she goes, that guy's smoking crack right over there. And then I knew what it was, and I didn't forget it. Now, did I like that this was happening on the 6 train? Obviously not. But was I judging this person? Of course not. Who am I to judge this person's life? Who of any of us can judge? Because we act like everyone gets all the same stuff in life when that is not what happens. Whatever happened in this person's life for them to make the decision to buy crack, bring it onto the subway at rush hour, and smoke it is a very different set of life circumstances than the people who are simply commuting to work. Now, I feel like we act like everyone gets the same things in life. I call it the monopoly theory. We act like everyone gets $2,000 from the bank, and then you just roll the dice and see where life takes you. Whereas this person doing drugs on the train at rush hour, they didn't get $2,000 from the bank. They got a Barbie shoe, a chewed up piece of gum, and a bent in half puzzle piece. And so when they rolled the dice and landed on Vermont Avenue, and they were like, cool, $100. So can I buy that with like a Barbie shoe, or is it the Barbie shoe and the bubble gum? Everyone's like, no, no, no. That's property. In order to buy property, you need money. Sorry, no property for you. Have you ever played a game of Monopoly, and no matter what you do at the beginning of it, you just keep landing in jail, and then you never acquire anything and you inevitably lose the game? I feel like that's what was going on with this person. Now, like I said, I'm not judging them, but I do have this one question. So I don't know what the deal with secondhand crack smoke is. And we were stuck on the train in between 33rd Street and 42nd Street for a couple minutes, which, yes, that's not that long in terms of commuting, but like, is that a long time for secondhand crack smoke? And so here's my question. Did a bunch of people on the 6 train all accidentally get a little bit high on crack on Friday morning? Because I think we did.